Tok Tok. Author Vidya Pradhan. Illustrator Reshma Barve. Tok Tok, Tok Tok. Raja Petuchand of Sonapur buried his head under the pillow. The buttered chicken he had enjoyed a little too much last night was already giving him trouble. Now this awful noise. Do you have to get the palace work done at this hour? He grumbled to Queen Suruchi. But she was snoring peacefully next to him in the king-sized bed, dreaming of the next palace festival. Tok Tok, Tok Tok. What nonsense, said Petuchand. I am the king, and I forbid this Tok Tok sound. He got up and opened the door, adjusting the royal robes around his ample stomach. The sentries were looking around nervously. What is this commotion? The king asked his bodyguards angrily. No idea, sire, said the guards, shaking a little bit. We've been searching for the person making the noise, but we have not found anything. Idiots, the king grumbled under his breath. If you don't find out what it is in the next 5 minutes, I'm firing all of you, he shouted. Tok Tok, Tok Tok. Immediately the guards called Ranveer Singh, the captain of the army. He was 6 feet tall and 3 feet wide, and his long curling mustache frightened everybody. Sir, please help us find what is making this Tok Tok sound, or we will all lose our jobs, they pleaded with him. Fools, Ranveer Singh muttered. He collected a platoon of soldiers. Tok Tok, Tok Tok. Ready, men? Go find this intruder right now, he ordered. The men marched all around the palace searching. They looked into all the windows, scaring the sleeping children. They opened all the boxes and tapped all the walls, creating so much noise themselves that nobody in the palace got any sleep that night. Tok Tok, Tok Tok. The next morning the king overslept and was late to the Durbar. His first case was about 2 men who said they owned the same cow. It's mine, said the first man. No, I've been milking her for 2 years, said the other. Oh, really? I've been offering sweets made from her milk to the goddess for the last 3 years, said the first. My head hurts, said the king to his prime minister, Chintamani. And last night's buttered chicken is still squawking in my stomach. Just cut the cow in 2 and give half to each. I want them to stop complaining. Sire, it is a cow, whispered Chintamani. Cutting it in 2 might not be a good idea. One of his jobs was to make sure the king did not issue any crazy orders, which Petuchand was quite capable of doing when he was hungry or tired. The worry had made Chintamani bald before his time. Of course, said the king, slapping his forehead. Well, how am I supposed to be a just and wise king when I haven't slept all night? Raja Petuchand told Chintamani about the Tok Tok sound. I have just the person to help, said the minister with a smile of relief. That night he brought Pasupati the zookeeper to the palace, after everyone had gone to bed. Tok Tok, Tok Tok. When the zookeeper heard the sound, he rushed home and brought back a cage and a bowl of worms. Pasupati then had the royal carpenter cut a hole in the wall nearest the sound. He put the bowl of worms near the hole. Everybody stepped back and waited silently. A small red and brown bird with a long yellow beak stepped out of the hole and jumped into the bowl. Swoosh! The bird was in the cage. The king was amazed. Such a tiny bird and such a loud noise. Thank you, everyone. You have done a great service to the country. The next morning the king reached the Durbar bright and early. Pasupati the zookeeper was standing in front of him. Sire, I can't keep the bird. What happened? Asked the king. The Tok Tok noise kept all the animals in the zoo awake. They are all sleeping now and the children visiting the zoo are very disappointed. Said the king. He wondered if the bird would make a good cutlet. No sir, we can't kill the bird, said Chintamani firmly. He was good at guessing the king's thoughts. It is very rare and must be considered a lucky bird. Then what do we do? Asked the king. If the animals cannot bear the noise, then my citizens certainly cannot. And we cannot have a country full of sleepless people. Another minister stepped forward bravely. Sire, I would be willing to keep the bird. I have a newborn baby boy, and his crying keeps us up at night anyway. No, we need to find a better place, said Chintamani. Aha! He exclaimed suddenly. We need to find a place for the Tok Tok bird where nobody must sleep at night. I have the perfect plan, sire, he said. And that is how the Tok Tok bird ended far away from the palace in the towns of Sonapur, giving company to the border patrol. It kept the soldiers awake every night and did its job so well that it became the official bird of the country. The kingdom's enemies could never get by the alert Sonapur soldiers and grumbled that the country should change its name to Jodhpur instead.